The white man's burden. One of the most pervasive ideological justifications for colonialism was the concept of the civilizing mission. European powers often saw themselves as the torchbearers of civilization, duty-bound to bring progress and enlightenment to the backward peoples of the world, a hierarchy of cultures. This idea rested on a deeply flawed belief in the inherent superiority of Western culture, religion, and values. European societies were seen as the pinnacle of human development, while other cultures were viewed as primitive and in need of guidance. Justification for domination. The civilizing mission served as a convenient excuse for European powers to impose their own systems of government, education, and social norms on colonized population. It masked the exploitation and oppression inherent in colonial rule, presenting it as a benevolent act of upliftment. Religious conversion, saving souls and expanding empires. Another powerful ideological force behind colonialism was the desire to spread Christianity to new lands and convert indigenous populations. This religious zeal was often intertwined with political and economic ambitions. Spiritual conquest. For many Europeans, conversion to Christianity was seen as a way to save the souls of heathens and pagans. Missionaries played a key role in colonial expansion, establishing churches, schools, and hospitals in colonized territories. Cultural transformation. While some missionaries genuinely sought to help the people they encountered, the process of conversion often involved the suppression of indigenous religious practices and cultural traditions. This could lead to cultural loss and the erosion of traditional ways of life. Hand in hand with empire. Religious conversion often went hand in hand with political and economic control. The spread of Christianity helped to legitimize colonial rule and facilitate the integration of colonized peoples into European-dominated systems. Racial superiority. Perhaps the most insidious ideological factor underpinning colonialism was the belief in the racial superiority of Europeans. This pseudo-scientific theory, rooted in racism and prejudice, posited that Europeans were inherently superior to other races in terms of intelligence, morality, and cultural development. Justification for oppression. This belief is used to justify the enslavement, exploitation, and disenfranchisement of non-European peoples. It fueled discriminatory policies and practices that denied colonized peoples basic human rights and dignity. Social Darwinism. The rise of social Darwinism in the 19th century further reinforced these ideas, suggesting that European dominance was a natural outcome of a struggle for survival among different races. Legacy of inequality. The legacy of racial superiority continues to haunt the world today. It has contributed to systemic racism, discrimination, and inequality in many societies, as well as ongoing conflicts and tensions. In this lecture, we have explored the complex web of ideas that underpin European colonialism. While often presented as a benevolent endeavor aimed at spreading civilization and progress, the reality of colonial rule was far more complex and often brutal. The ideologies of the civilizing mission, religious conversion, and racial superiority served to justify the exploitation and oppression of countless people, leaving a lasting legacy of trauma and inequality. Understanding these ideological factors is crucial for grappling with the complex history and ongoing consequences of colonialism.